Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the John Olive's Fifth Quarter Show. I'm John Gray, and I'm here with Coach Olive after a homecoming week, a homecoming night with Franklin County coming to town, and what a ball game. That's all I can say. Coach, what a ball game. It was, what a wonderful atmosphere. What a great outcome. If you don't know, Tullahoma won 28-20 in a hard-fought ball game that had just about every twist or turn that could happen in a high school football game happened in that ball game. Just the plays and the things that happened. And at one time down toward the end of the game, I hollered out, the replacement refs are back in high school football, because there was a big pass up high and a fight for the ball, and we ended up with it. And I don't know, it was just a great event.
Well, I'm proud of our young men. We'd been through a little adversity for 2 weeks and didn't play very well last week, and we end up having homecoming. And I'm just proud they were able to focus. They were ready to go. They were emotionally ready to go. They were mentally ready to go.
Yeah.
And we gave them everything we had physically.
We sure did.
I think, win or lose, we had nothing to hang our heads about coming off the field.
Not at all. And, right at the first of this game, and there's as you watch the video, folks, you'll see, there are a lot of points put on the board in the first quarter, the first half. It was like a track meet. And I was thinking, it's just who's going to wear out first is what's going to be.
I knew their offense had been a lot more consistent than our offense, and I didn't want it to be a track meet. Mm-hmm. I was scared that their offense would end up outscoring us. And thankfully, Coach Britton and Coach Oakley and Coach Hyden, Coach Hazlett, defense came through. We gave up 20 first half points. The last touchdown off a turnover by our offense. But second half, I thought our defense played really well, wonderful. And I thought that was the difference in the ball game. Our offensive line had their best ball game of the year. I was watching it last night or early this morning. Watched it again this morning when I was putting the other end zone view in. And, it was just a great effort.
And folks, Trey Burks had a beast of a ball game.
He did. I don't know how many times he carried the football. I should have counted, but I haven't done that yet. But we gave him the football the most we've ever given it to him in a ball game, and he ran, like as you said, like a beast.
And as you watch the film, folks, you'll see him with their whole team on him, and he's still falling forward
and getting yards.
And the Nunley boy from over there, they were ripping things off 10 yards at a time, and you just knew at any moment, he could go, at any moment Trey could go. It's just exciting.
It was great atmosphere. And it's what Friday Night Football ought to be about. And we talked about it before the ball game. Enjoy the big stage.
Yeah,
you're going to have a big crowd. Enjoy the moment. Not everybody gets to play in that kind of situation.
Track was full. All around the fences were full. And I didn't get a picture of it. I know there is a picture of it. But the most wonderful part of this ball game to me was when I walked out on the field at the end of the ball game and I saw this fella right here and his daughter, who was homecoming queen, in dress and sash, embraced on the ball field at the end of that ball game. And that was one of the greatest things. There's a picture because I know somebody's got it and I want one. Because you just can't say it any better than that. And so what we're going to do right now is take a quick commercial break, and we will be back with the first quarter of Tullahoma Franklin County. It's homecoming time at Wildcat Town.
Ascend Federal Credit Union, raising possibilities.
Since 1917, Builder Supply has been the place to go for all your building materials. It's where the contractors have shopped for years. Builder Supply stocks quality Benjamin Moore paint, Tamco shingles, case knives, DeWalt, Stanley, and Makita tools, Peachtree's Southern Rose and Sun windows, Trader's grills, Quickset locks, General Shale brick, Yellow wood, and pass load nail guns and nails. Experienced salespeople are there to help you find the right products for your job. So when you're ready to build, whether large or small, think Builder Supply. 301 South Atlantic Street in Tullahoma.
It's football time in Tennessee. Keith Barnett here with the Russell Barnett Automotive family, where we're ready for another great season. The name you've trusted for over 30 years and home of the million-mile warranty. Stop by one of our 4 locations and catch that next great deal. Russell Barnett Chrysler Dodge Jeep, Chevrolet GMC, Ford and Mercury in Winchester, and Russell Barnett Kia in Tullahoma. My question is, why buy anywhere else?
What in the world could ever be? You can see it in his swagger. You can see it in his swagger. He a boss, you can see it in his swagger. How we walk, how we talk.
A lot can change in 2 years, but not everything has to. With the Charter Price Guarantee, lock in low rates for 2 years, because sometimes it's nice to know what's on the road ahead.
For tonight's game for Franklin County.
Our captains last night, left to right, number 82, Joseph London, who actually transferred from school in Franklin County. Number 34, Trevor Denny, who's played all out all year long. And number 27, Trey Burks, who you've already heard us talking about, who has a lot of family, and I know his father was a former athlete at Franklin County. And then Zane Price was our last captain, and Zane probably went to some Franklin, I don't know whether he went to some Franklin County schools or not before he hit middle school. He may have went to elementary school out there at there in North Franklin County. But anyway, we try to honor those guys that got connections to our neighboring cities, and so those 4 guys.
And along with others, as you watch this ball game tonight, you will see why those 4 young men right there are called captains.
They played hard, and Franklin County won the toss, and they deferred to the second half, so we received the football, and we're not going to be in very good field position here as we take over at the 16-yard line. And we're going to start off running Trey Burks here, coming to the left. And Trey's able to pick up 3 or 4 yards. And we're going to come back, run him again here to the left. And to be honest with you, it was all predicated on we were running away from 53, and lo and behold, they hadn't moved 53. You know, sometimes the best plans and so forth don't work out very well. So anyway, 3rd down and short, and we throw a short pass to Zane Price, and Zane picks up a couple extra yards, and it's 1st and 10, Wildcats. We're going to come back right here and run the ball up the middle with Trey. And again, it doesn't look like he's got much, but he's gotten nearly 4 yards on the play. And we go to an empty set here and trying to hit Jonathan Stovall there, and ball went to the outside and he went to the inside. So incomplete, 3rd and long here, 3rd and 6. And we're going to hit Zane Price in the middle of the field, and that's a great pitch and catch. And we pick up 1st down. We're going to run Trey here coming toward us. So he'll run to the left, and Justin hands it off to him. And just great second effort. This is one of those where you were talking about that he's hit, and it looks like he stopped, and he just keeps on fighting.
Keeps going.
Ends up gaining 9 yards on the play. And Caleb Olive makes a good catch right there. Good throw by Justin, and we're able to pick up another first down. Run Jonathan Stovall up the middle, and he picks up another first down. As we did some trapping of our own. We've been trapped quite a bit the last couple of weeks.
Right. Try it on somebody else.
We had been wide trapping all year long, but this is the first time we did very much short trapping. And Trey Burks is on score, and I'm telling you, you watch that play from the end zone cut, and it's just a beautiful thing watching the lineman and the lead back make their blocks as Dalton Cox is playing both ways. Cody Morton able to put that through even though he slipped down, and we have driven the ball 84 yards in about 10 or 11 plays. That was a great way to start the night. Cody Morton puts it in the end zone. And Franklin County does some stuff here. They're lining people up and moving them around, and they do a good job of getting us confused here early on. Trey Burks and Van Williams on the tackle, but not until Wells had gained good yardage. They try to run Nunley there, and first hit by Jacob Pearson, and then Trevor Denny makes the stop. And you can see they've got us in a little bit of a bind right there, some of the things they're doing, and we get called out of position. Van Williams has to make the stop again.
And the Nunley kid, he's been their go-to guy for what, this 3 years now?
Yes, he's lived well on us. I mean, he's had a ton of yardage, and he and Wells, both outstanding football players, and one of the main reasons that they've been so good this year is because
great tackle,
those two. And I believe that's Zane Price on that tackle, and they still had the first down, though. This is Nunley, and good job right there by the defense, holding Nunley to a short gain. And this is probably a crucial play of the game right here as far as Franklin County is concerned. Nunley's going to get hurt right here on this play. And don't know exactly what happened, but it was an ankle, lower leg type injury, and that's the last play he'll play. And they move Wells back there, and of course Wells, I'm telling you, he's a very, very good running back, and he scores on the trap play there. If you're watching this in a replay, a trap place where one of the linemen is pulling from one side of the center to the other and hitting that lineman, and they do a couple of different types of pulls, but if you watch their guards are constantly pulling in their style offense. And their kicker, Roten there, put that one about 4 yards deep. He's going to put one in there a little while later, about 8 or 9 yards deep. I was watching him in warm-ups hit those 50-yard field goals, and I'm going, whoa.
But they marched down the field and scored.
Yep, so it's 7-7, and, we're starting out again a long ways away from the end zone. And a good
look at
job.
Look at that.
That is a way to
an
fight
extra 4
for
yards.
Yes. Picks up a first down instead of it being third down. Justin's going to keep it here, and Justin does a good job. He's going to pick up about 8 yards on the play. Leave us with a second and short.
Justin had a good ball game last night.
And trying to get it in there to Zane in between the linebackers, and not quite able to, so come back, run for the first down, and We didn't block perfectly, but we were at least trying.
Good enough.
We were trying to put bodies on bodies, and we get Trey through there for I think it was a 61-yard touchdown. And so we have answered right back, and it's 14-7.
And we're still in the first quarter.
Still in the first quarter. And, Franklin County didn't get to be 4-1 for any, there's good reasons behind it, and you don't see it. They got a backup running back right here. He played against us some last year. Number 3, Blackwell. And you don't see his speed right here. He's going to blow right by us. And it's going to be 14-14.
Like I said, track meet. First quarter is a track meet.
So 14-14, and they're kicking off to us. That's the one.
There you go.
That's 9 yards. That's 69-yard kick.
Right.
That's a kick right there. And we get hit right as we're releasing the football, and so we've made a big turnover here. Big turnover. And good defensive play by their defensive lineman. Yep. He ran right by 2 of us there, but it was a good move when I watched what he had done to get past the first guy. And so backs against the wall now. Joe London there.
Cracking him down.
Holding them to a short gain. And you got to have some short gain, negative yardage type plays. Quarterback's going to keep it here, and Zane Price will make the tackle along with Joseph London. And here comes the fullback. Good stick by Joseph.
Defense is bowed up.
And good job by Wells. He fell forward there, and, we hit him pretty good, but he was able to fall forward and get the first down. And we're coming right there through the hole. I believe that's sophomore linebacker Aaron Gray, finally back, not having to play with that cast on his arm, and he's going to do some good things as we go through there. 14-14. We've made the first turnover of the night, and, we just got to hang on now, and I'm sitting there worried about if this is going to be a track meet. We just gave them an extra possession. Right. But right now, it's good high school football game.
Yeah. Yes, it is, and we'll be right back with some more of it right after these messages.
Mark, you've won just about everything there is to win in racing. What's next?
I'd like more people to know about ER Extra.
The emergency room at Harton Regional Medical Center?
I just want them to get the best care they can get.
That just gets me right here, Mark.
Maybe you'd like to pay them a visit.
ER Extra at Harton Regional Medical Center.
ER Extra. Extra fast, extra easy, extra great.
Clayton has been Tullahoma's family shoe store for over 100 years with a reputation for fashion and personal service. And the tradition continues today. Stop by Clayton and see our large selection of fine shoes.
We're gonna fit your style. We're gonna make you smile. Service and quality at Clayton Shoe Store. We're gonna fit your style.
Unlike all the rest, Southern Community Bank will provide you with a different banking experience because you are our first priority. Our services are intuitive. Our team is friendly. Our approach is refreshing. Our support to the community is unwavering. And our service is clearly unique. We offer accounts that make banking simple and hassle-free with all the conveniences you want and need most. Call Southern Community Bank and experience the bank that is unlike all the rest.
Hey football fans, I'm Miss Tennessee 2012, Chandler Lawson, and spokesperson for Second Harvest Food Bank of Middle Tennessee. 1 in 4 Tennessee children don't know where their next meal is coming from, and often their struggles are silenced. In Tullahoma, 5 Loaves for Kids sees that need and ensures that hundreds of students are fed each weekend. But that wouldn't happen without dedicated volunteers and generous contributions. So tonight, I'm asking you to contribute to the fight against child hunger. Please visit www.5loavesforkidscharity.com to lend your voice.
Franklin County punching it toward the goal line there, and Jonathan Stovall makes the tackle, and this time they catch Jonathan. They block him down, and they don't get in the end zone. Wasn't because of lack of effort from our young men. Great effort by Leighton Wells there. And so it's 20-14. And on this PAT, kicker pulls it just a little bit, and it's now 20-14 early in the second quarter. We need to respond back now and answer it. Trey Burks on the return, out to about the 29. Try to pull them off sides, and then we're going to run up inside right here. And Trey tries to bounce it out, and he's able to pick up about 3. Justin does a good job coming back to his one receiver side. Caleb Olive picks up the reception for a first down. We're going to try to hit the seam route right there, and we ended up with 2 receivers side by side. And so didn't have much of a play. Justin just threw it away. Jonathan Stovall picks up a couple. And we ended up getting called there. I really thought the defensive guys' movement created the movement there, but they had him backed off the line of scrimmage. Didn't notice that till I was watching the tape, to be honest with you. So therefore, he didn't get into the neutral zone. And we try to run Trey there in a long yardage situation, thinking they might be trying to play a little bit more for the pass. Cody Morton, 35-yard punt. And so Franklin County takes over at their own 21. Blackwell, who just ripped us a few minutes ago for the touchdown, cuts it back there and picks up the first down. Same Price on the tackle. Dalton Cox and Alex Kaderi on the tackle there. And here comes Blackwell again, and he takes a shot. The ball comes out as Joe London and Trey Burks hit him. And big turnover by the defense. We need to take advantage of it offensively. And we're trying to catch them asleep a little bit here. Great job by Zane Price, considering that guy was right in his face. And Chris Potts on the catch, down inside the 10-yard line. And good job by Justin, gets us down to close to the 5. Good job by them. The backside guy got through our offensive line there, or we score on that play. And we just cut it off a little better here. Not a very good call by me in the situation. We thought we could maybe catch them again coming hard, but didn't do it. We decided to go for it on 4th down here, and we're getting ready to try to throw the ball to Zane Price right there. I thought we had pretty good position. Now we're back out to the 9. I decided let's kick a field goal. They just saw our first choice play there, and I didn't want to go to a second choice play. And we hit the upright bar, and ball deflects to the left side of it instead of to the inside of it. And so we don't get any points out of that turnover.
And we needed points there.
And we needed points right there. Good job there. Joseph London, I don't know how many tackles Joseph had last night. I can tell you this, he had 3 sacks.
A bunch.
And he was in on a bunch of tackles. And this is just the way we got to play from here on. Zane Price, another one that was in on a lot of tackles last night, knocking the quarterback out of bounds. And
our defense is tightened up.
And, our defense played well. After that first quarter. First quarter, we didn't play very good, but after the first quarter, the defense played much better. They're a really, really good offensive team. They've scored points all year long. Got the ball in great field position. We need to go tie the game up. Trey breaks that one up inside and picks up 3. Come back, we're trying to hit Cole Potter there on the backside, and 23 got his hands up in the air.
Great play.
Tips the ball, and the corner comes down with it. So very good play, and then they hit their tight end dragging across the field. And Trey makes the tackle, but couldn't knock the ball loose. They come back, they're trying to run a screen here to Leighton Wells.
Boom.
And Joseph London and Jacob Pearson are standing over there, so he can't throw the screen, and then Joseph went after him and gets a sack.
And then Pearson came and fell on top.
Quarterback draw here.
That was a good play.
And they are able to pick up some of the yardage back, but it's 3rd and long. And they're coming with a buck sweep. And we have Dalton Cox and Trevor Denny on the stop there.
That's one where Trevor got his bell rung just a little bit.
This is a 4th down play, and they block us in the back twice there. And Wells just won't go down. And anyway, we end up taking a penalty because the officials had ruled that he had enough forward momentum that it would have been a 1st down. And we take the penalty, they punt. We got one play here, and Trey does a good job. Good job. Better job by our offensive line than I really gave him credit for at halftime. And I want to say, Austin Shahan, Jacob Pearson, Kelton Hickerson, Dakota Richardson, and I'm going to go blank, Josh Duncan, and leave out one of those 5. But those 5 young men played their best ball game of the year.
Yeah, I think so as well.
So it was great effort.
Yeah, and we're looking at 14-20, and realizing, and I'm just, last night I was thinking about it. Well, we played really good defense in the second half, but they scored in the first minute of the second quarter their last point.
Right.
So really, our defense tightened up for 3 quarters and didn't allow them any.
They'll have a drive here to start the second half, but the defense is able to make a big play. And then from that point on, our defense
controlled.
I won't say control, but we held them. It was no more long drives, I'll put it that way. No more clock eaters.
Yeah. All right, folks, what we're going to do right now is we're going to take a break for halftime, and we'll be back with more of the John Olive Fifth Quarter Show in Tullahoma, Franklin County.
We are here live on the scene at Stan McNabb Chevrolet Buick GMC and Cadillac, where we've heard reports of an explosion. We're talking to General Manager Trent McNabb. Trent, what's going on here?
Well, it's our 2012 model year blowout sale going on now through October 6th. All 2012s must go. No payments for 90 days. Over 100 vehicles in stock. 0% financing available. The model year blowout sale is going on right now. And remember, if anyone can, Stan can.
Serving you as a local firefighter. Proudly served our country in the United States Air Force. Serving Tullahoma. Helping our kids.
Hi, I'm Terry Stroop. Your comfort is our service. We'd like to thank Tullahoma for the privilege of serving your heating and cooling needs.
To be a star athlete, you have to use the right equipment. Anything short of that is, well, ineffective. Make Top Rehab the best tool in your bag, especially after you've had a sports-related injury. Yes, you may get tired. Yes, you may get uncomfortable. But when the final rehab whistle blows, you get results. Top Rehab, the right equipment for your star athletes.
Welcome to the Rose Bowl. The team's taking the field. Not many people. Oh, my. He missed. Off to a rough start here. Somebody wants to go home. What's he doing?
If you're not watching college football in HD, you're watching Pee Wee TV. Graduate to Charter TV in HD and let it all in.
Since 1889, Traders Bank has been helping our neighbors realize their dreams. Whether our customers are looking to put a roof over their heads, try their hand at entrepreneurship, or see themselves behind the wheel of a shiny new car, the folks at Traders Bank have always been ready to dive in with them. Because at Traders, we lend you more than just money. We lend you our good name. Traders Bank, you're welcome.
Hello, I'm Jim Woodard from Woodard's Diamond Showroom. Some think that since we're a single store operation, we don't have the buying power of the mega chain or department stores. Woodard's is a part of the Master IJO Jewelers, the world's largest jewelry buying group. This gives us the power of $800 million in sales. You get the best of both worlds, the buying power of a major with the customer service of a hometown jeweler. Woodard's Diamond Showroom inside Northgate Mall of Tullahoma.
Are your teeth dull, chipped, stained, or crooked? If so, call the dental practice of Dr. Mike Long. For a wider, brighter, more attractive smile, Dr. Long offers cosmetic dentistry at its best through whitening, bonding, and veneers. Dr. Long also uses laser technology, eliminating anesthesia and drilling. When you are ready to enhance your smile, call Dr. Mike Long, family practice dentistry for 29 years.
Partners for Healing provides medical care to the working uninsured of Coffee, Franklin, and Moore counties. We are in Tullahoma from 8 to 5, Monday through Thursdays, and in Manchester on Fridays from 8 to 12. We provide primary medical care and offer an in-house disease management program.
My name is Rosie Mitchell, and I would just like to say I am blessed to have partners in my life.
Please call 455-5014 for more information. Thank you for being one of our Partners for Healing.
Second half opens up with us kicking off to Franklin County, and Cody Morton puts it in the end zone, and that's big. It's big.
And the two best things that can happen to us is a stop and then a score.
Little adjustments made by both teams. Franklin County's only come out running a weak side isolation play to Leighton Wells. And they're going to come back to it here in just a minute, and they're going to run it about 3 times in a row. Blackwell ended up getting more yards there than I thought he was going to get.
Everybody's fighting for that yardage, Coach.
It was a good, hard football game. You know, both teams playing hard. We're very fortunate to win, and I know heartbreaking loss, Franklin County, but both teams are playing hard. There's that weak side isolation, and they're picking up good chunks of yardage right now. So we don't have to make some adjustments. There's the weak side ISO again, and Wells makes a good break, and he's keeping his feet going and falling forward. And here comes the first adjustment. You don't see Cody Michael come off the corner on the outside and make the stop. Good call there by our defensive coaches. And so now we've got them in a second and long situation, and Leighton Wells tackled by Trey Burks, 3rd and short. And you just don't want to be in 3rd and short against them. They got too many good running backs. And this young man, I wish I could tell you who he was. I really meant to look him up this morning when I went in and see what his name is. But he's a good-looking football player. We noticed him in warm-ups. Coach Hyden and I were talking about what a good-looking kid he was. And so they're making yardage again, running those ISOs with the fullback, and here comes the sweep, and good job by the defense. He tries to cut it back as Kelton Hickerson first one there, and then Trevor Denny knocks him down. Here's a little razzle-dazzle by Franklin County. We stayed back in coverage. Zane Price knocks him out of bounds, and they block Zane in the back there, so penalty backs them up. Didn't want Roden kicking any field goals if we can help it. And I think it's Joseph London right there. It's another sack. And so it's 4th down and long now. And Van Williams on the coverage. Throw was high. And
Van tipped that ball, didn't he?
We end up being able to hold them. And offense gets their first shot here to open up the second half. Trey Burks, great block by Zane there. And Trey Burks picks up the first down. And get a face mask there as they come across his face mask, pulling his helmet loose. And so we pick up another first down. And right there, we just need to go. Justin's a good enough athlete. He's looking to try to bait him into coming, and he's going to pitch it out there to Zane. Yeah. But all he had to do is go right there, and we'll work on that. There's a little wrinkle that we had put back in, and try to hit Zane down the sideline here, and good coverage there. They do a good job. 3rd and long. And this is better to be lucky than good sometimes. And Riley Darden goes up to battle for the ball. When he does, it knocks the ball back, and Zane Price catches it. And if you watch that one from the end zone view, you'll see that Riley Darden's the main reason that the ball is not intercepted. He was fighting to keep the ball from being intercepted. And Trey Burks gets the touchdown. And we get called again. We're way too jumpy. Coach Oakley, I can see him now. He'll be jumping all over the place in practice for the next 2 weeks now. Getting our young men to stay in there. And that one actually gets tipped, blocked. And but it does go through, and we got a 1-point lead. Good drive by the offense to get the ball down the field.
So we come out, we stop them, we get the ball, and we score.
And, you know, were we fortunate there? The answer is absolutely. Shamar Smith there on the tackle.
Yeah, but Coach, Tennessee wouldn't have won that last national championship if that one guy they played hadn't laid the ball down on the field.
That's correct.
I mean,
it's part of the game. Part of it. Like I said, you know, I've been on the other end of it before when you sit there and say, what else can we do? We're right where we're supposed to be. Josh Duncan there on the tackle. And I think that was also Dalton Cox down there at the bottom of it. And they get a delay of game. And 1st and 15. Great job, Aaron Gray.
You know, speaking of, excuse me, speaking of Dalton, you know, that's a young man right there. You really, unless you understand the game and you're around practice and you really pay attention to these games, you know, he has a lot on him because that's the young man who controls that defense and sets that defense and
that's correct.
And makes sure that people understand what their jobs are. And I sort of did that when I was playing that position. And it's, you know, there's a lot to do other than just make a tackle. You've got to make sure, you know, your machine's ready to run. And Dalton does a great job of that, and we're mighty proud of him. Not only the fact that he's a hard player and will knock you down real hard, he's a pretty smart kid.
He is, and, you know, it was a great hitting ball game last night.
It was. Very good job. We'll be right back after these messages with the fourth quarter.
They say you see the world differently. It's like you see the miracle of life in even the smallest things. That's what it feels like to survive. St. Thomas Heart has more locations than anyone in the state, giving more heart patients a new lease on life. For more than 40 years, they've been leaders in cardiac care. That's experience you can count on.
Do you need a part for your car that the dealer just wants too much money for? Well, bring your toolbox and pull the part yourself for huge savings at the CFC Auto Salvage Pick and Pull on Highway 55 between Tullahoma and Manchester. No walking through waist-high weeds here. All of our vehicles are located in our graveled parking lot, up on blocks with room to work. We stock hundreds of cars and trucks, foreign and domestic, new and old, with new vehicles added weekly. You can even search our entire vehicle inventory online. And if your old vehicle gives up the ghost, bring it by. We offer top dollar for your salvage vehicle. Open to the public 7 days a week until 6:30 or until dark, so there's plenty of time to come by. That's CFC Auto Salvage Pick and Pull.
The Wash Spot on North Jackson Street in Tullahoma is your new state-of-the-art, high-tech express tunnel car wash that gets your car clean quickly and beautifully. We have 4 washes available, from the $6 Express Wash to the $12 Supreme Clean, featuring DuraShield Total Car Protectant. Just pick your wash and let the Express Tunnel Wash leave the dirt behind. After the wash, you can help yourself to one of the free vacuums. Come by 7 days a week from 8 a.m. to 8 p.m. to get the best wash in town at a great price. We're located at 2180 North Jackson Street in Tullahoma. The Wash Spot, locally owned and operated.
Life moves fast, but on the internet, it moves at super speed. Like the awesome video that was posted last night. Today it'll be shared, then adored, then parodied, then overexposed. And by tomorrow morning, rediscovered by a whole new generation of users.
Download faster, upload faster, stream faster, and experience life at the speed of internet with high-speed Charter Internet.
They open up with a reverse, and Zane Price makes the tackle with help from Trey Burks. I think it's like 3rd and 7. They got 12 on the field, but they get a timeout called, and so still 3rd and 7. And they're going to try to run a sweep. Aaron Gray doesn't make the tackle, but he blows the play up. And Joseph London, another minus yardage tackle for Joseph. That's a great job.
Yes, sir.
And so we force them to punt, and for the first time, they're going to punt the ball to Trey. And good job right here. Good moves, good blocks. Going to pick up another block right there. Yep, I like that. I love that. And we get good return yardage and got the ball back on their side of the 50. And this time we finally do get 53. I think his name's Campbell. He's a really, really good football player.
You know, Coach, I noticed last night in the warm-ups, and then they have a kid, a 54, that is huge.
Exactly right.
And he never did get in the ball game.
I think he's a young kid.
I bet he's 7 feet. He looks like he's 7 feet tall.
6'8", I think. I mean, he's big.
He's head and shoulders over the rest of them over there on the sideline.
Trey Burks, great run. Another hard run right here. This is where you win in the football game. I mean, this is how you do it, and I'm proud of our young men. We kept talking about that both teams were going to play hard, but one team was going to execute a little better. One team was going to be able to finish out. And we're running Trey Burks over and over and over. Dalton Cox blocking out in front of him and just grinding it out. Justin Brown on the carry. Got a 3rd down and about 4. Justin Brown keeps it. I was hoping he was going to keep it. That wasn't exactly where I thought the play was going to go, but we bobbled the center, but we got the 1st down.
Yeah.
And again, great job catching the football, and then throws it to Cole Potter in the back of the end zone. And good job by Cole running for some daylight there. And that's a great job.
Another penalty.
Another penalty. They do put it through. Good. And we're up 28-20. 6:45 to go in the game.
Which is way too much time playing Franklin County.
Cody puts the ball in the end zone again. So they're at least going to have to go 80 yards. You just hope they don't do it on one or two plays.
There you go.
You hope that they have to grind, and if anything else, we do that right there.
Yes, sir.
Zane Price out there waiting.
Dalton Cox.
Being patient. They don't do a double pass here, and they got us. They just can't execute. If they execute, I don't know if they score, but they don't want to be way down the field. I don't,
That one had wings, though.
Just probably over-squeezed the football. And been there, just one of those things. But good for the Wildcats.
Yes, sir. Thank goodness.
And this time, we really weren't interested in trying to catch the punt. Did not want to fumble a punt or anything back to them. Told Trey just let it bounce. Wherever it goes, it goes. We'll take over the football and try to grind some more clock out. Play designed to go up the middle. It's great to have a little speed.
Yes, sir.
Because he bounces it and picks up 5 or 6 yards.
And this ball game's just been, it's going on Trey's back right now, the last 2 possessions, and he has stepped up and absolutely run the ball like a monster. He's taking the ball every time, and he's going with it and doing his job.
And close block right there. If we don't get the penalty, we probably grind out the rest of the clock, because I think the momentum would have just been totally all lost.
Right.
Could be wrong.
And like you say, that was close.
It was, and I, last night I thought we got our head in front of him as I watched the replay and stuff early this morning. If I was the official, I'd probably made the same call. I mean, it was close. And great effort, though, by Zane. And he had already pounded one over here on this sideline, because, it was jarring blocks.
Yes.
And they laid there, trying to get themselves back together and get back up. There's going to be a lot of sore young men. We're going to have to punt the ball away here, and we just want to get it off. And that's what Cody Morton does. It's not his best punt of the night, but you know what? There's no return. And
inside the 20.
We got it off.
It's inside the 20.
The block was on. They were coming after it, and we get it off, and that's what's important. Glad Zane tackled him right there. That was a play. I don't know if you remember or not, but 2 years ago in 2010, they scored before halftime on that same play from about 40 or 45 yards out. Trevor Denny, play of the night for him right there, because he kept him in bounds, which kept the clock rolling. And great job, great effort by 34, Trevor Denny. And they can't hang on to the little slant route right there. If they'd hung on to it, it was going to still be short of the first down.
Clock
would have kept on running, but quarterback throws it up right here, and that actually, I think, went off Trey Burke's helmet or face mask. I thought they had just gotten a tip themselves, as Wells almost came down with it. But again, 44, Aaron Gray, lit that receiver up. And then Joseph London's going to cap it off right here with his 3rd sack of the night. And
this is over.
Wildcats have secured a victory over Franklin County, and big district win. We're both 2-1 in the district now. We own the tiebreaker, though, versus Franklin County. Right now, Columbia, who beat Lincoln County last night, is in the driver's seat. They're 3-0. Franklin County's 2-1. Tullahoma's 2-1. Shelbyville is now.
They won last night.
They did, and I think that'll make them 1-2, as they had been beaten by Franklin County and Columbia. So they're 1-2 inside the district. Lawrence County
And Lawrence County put 42 points up on Shelbyville last night.
Right.
Shelbyville won by a touchdown, and so that shows some kind of change there in what Lawrence County's been able to do over the past few weeks. They're waking up and scoring a bunch of points, and like you said earlier, in our district, there's nobody that you can go up against that you better be prepared.
Right. There's no great football teams in our district. Okay. I mean, 2 years ago, our district had 3 teams in the 5A classification that went into the playoffs and played deep with Columbia, winning the state championship. The 2 6A schools, Franklin County, Lincoln County, both made it to the playoffs that year. I mean, that was probably the strongest our district has been. This year, there'll be some teams get to the playoffs. We hope to be one of them, but we're not a real strong district overall. But there may be other districts out there that are just like us, and you never know until they set up the tournament there, how the draws want to go. So for us right now, Shelbyville's going to be sitting exactly where we were last night.
Right.
That if Shelbyville can beat us, then they'll be 2-2, but they'll own the tiebreaker against us. We go and we're able to find a way to beat Shelbyville, then we're 3-1, and we'll own the tiebreakers with everybody but Columbia. And so it's a big ball game here in a couple of weeks. Next week we're off. And so therefore you get to sleep in on Saturday morning a little bit.
We'll do this other show.
So,
by the way, Coffee County got beat by Warren County last night.
They did, which big surprise.
Big surprise.
43-32, I think. That's a lot of points.
A lot of points. Hey, we've got to do a couple of things right now. First, let me clear my throat. We want to thank Rick Gerwe and his family over there at the Mid-South Distributing for being our water sponsor and putting us in the queue. You need to hydrate and don't know what to do, go out and get yourself a bottle of Q. This is some really good stuff. Plus, it's a cool bottle. And they're great folks. And we do thank Rick and that whole bunch over there at Mid-South Distributing for what they do for the football program. And I want to thank Mayo over at the Donut Palace right across from Tullahoma High School. You need something for your sweet tooth, you go over there and see them at the Donut Palace. And what we'll do now is, Coach, we're going to talk about our players of the game. Offensively, has to be Trey Burks. I mean, the young man carried the team on his back, particularly in the second half of the ball game. And like you say, how many carries?
I don't know. I wish I'd sat here and been putting chicken scratches down every time he carried the ball so I could tell you. But great ball game by Trey Burks.
Great ball, yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Great effort.
And our defensive player of the week, and again, our defense shut them down after basically one quarter and about a couple of minutes of the second quarter. Monster of a ball game last night by Joe London, and 3 sacks.
And at least another one behind the line, or maybe 2 behind.
And no telling how many tackles.
And I don't know how many tackles it was, but Joseph played really, really well last night. And, there were several over there that played really, really well. But Joseph was at the top of the food chain.
He was at the top of the food chain. And for our unsung hero, there's going to be 2 of them tonight, and they're going to be the Twinkle-Toed Wildcats. And that will be Justin Brown and Cole Potter, because when Justin threw that pass, he didn't know he was going to have to throw. He was on his toes standing up trying to find somebody. And when Cole caught it, he had to do the toe tap dance at the backside of the end zone for it to be a touchdown. So those 2 guys right there, Justin Brown and Cole Potter, are our unsung heroes of the week this week, and we appreciate them. And, Coach, just the effort. The effort last night was phenomenal. The fans were great. The stands were full, and it's just one of those things we talk about. It's just that great environment of small-town, hometown football. And
Southern Middle
Tennessee football doesn't happen anywhere any better than right here, folks. And you're a part of it. And we appreciate you. We appreciate you watching this show, being supportive of everything we do. And as I say, if you go see one of the sponsors, tell them thank you for being here with us, and go in there and maybe buy something from them. Make their advertising be worthwhile for them, because they sure do give a whole lot to us and to you as well. So, Coach, congratulations.
Thank you.
Hope you have a good week off, and I know you're going to be studying and practicing, but I heard you talk to these boys about giving them a couple of 2 or 3 days off. I hope you coaches get to have just a little bit of slack time.
We'll take a day off here.
Okay. All right. John Gray for John Olive. Thank you, folks. And we're going to go to the homecoming ceremonies right now, and we'll see you in 2 weeks.
Collier represents the freshman class. Grant Rigney is representing the sophomore class. Dean Blanks represents the junior class. And Clay Daniel is escorting the senior attendant, and Reed Gabriel is escorting the queen. And now we'd like to recognize the freshman homecoming attendant, Miss Erin Sisko. Erin's driver is your dad, Jimmy Sisko. Next, sophomore attendant, Miss Juliana Dykes, is chauffeured by her dad, Micah John Dykes, and her brother and sister, Levy and Brinley Dykes. Juliana and her family would like to thank Pam Goodwin for the use of the car. Next is the junior attendant, Miss Rachel Spiegel. Rachel is being driven by her dad, Tony Spiegel. They'd like to thank Brian Murphy for the use of the car. Senior attendant, Miss Nicola Maddy, is taxied by her dad, Jerry Maddy. Miss Maddy would like to thank Ken Gamache for the use of the car. The 2012 Flower Girl and Crown Bearer are riding with the Queen. Brinley Duncan is the Flower Girl, and Peyton Barendorf is the Crown Bearer for homecoming. At this time, we proudly present Pelham High School's homecoming queen for 2012, Miss Kaylin Aller. Kaylin is being driven this evening by her brother, Jared Aller. The Allers would like to extend a special thanks to the McChesney family for the use of their car. It's been an exciting week full of activities celebrating homecoming. Students dressed up this week as time was running out for the Rebels in the Wildcat Apocalypse. Wednesday brought a school-wide volleyball tournament with the senior team winning, followed by Powder Puff and Fan Frenzy on Thursday. The juniors won over the freshmen, and the seniors claimed a victory over the sophomores. The championship game was won by the juniors. At Fan Frenzy, students participated in the National Guard rock climbing wall, karaoke, an inflatable jousting game, and other activities. Music and karaoke took place each day in the cafeteria, and a student band performed in the lobby this morning. Today, during the pep rally, the homecoming court showed their school spirit and performed a choreographed dance. Thank you, Mrs. Woodard, for all your help and hard work. Bethany Rice, Morgan Fitzgerald, Zach Ayers, Ali Snyder, and Mrs. Holliday were recognized for showing the most school spirit by dressing up this week. In the door decorating contest, Mrs. McGill's room placed third, Mrs. Lynch's second, and placing first was Mrs. Browning's room. Student Council would like to thank the following businesses and organizations for their support of our homecoming: Pearls and Pinstripes, Tennessee National Guard, Treasures, Christopher Equipment, and Flowers by Rare Earth. We would now like to begin our crowning ceremony and introduce the honored students tonight. the THS football homecoming court for 2012. The attendants and the Queen were elected by their classmates, and their escorts are class officers. The court will cross the field flanked by the THS marching band and the junior ROTC escort detail. The Tullahoma High School Marine Corps Junior ROTC sword detail is made up of Cadet Sergeant Major Burns, Cadet Staff Sergeant Campbell, Cadet Sergeant Ray, Cadet Corporal Price, Cadet Corporal Warner, Cadet Corporal Weddington, Cadet Lance Corporal Toth, Cadet Private Bartz, Cadet Private Haley, and Cadet Private Hart. The freshman attendant for the 2012 homecoming court is Miss Erin Cisco. Erin is the daughter of Lois and Jimmy Cisco. She's a freshman an NEHS and Mu Alpha Theta Honor Society. Plans to go to attend the University of North Carolina, Chapel Hill, and major in engineering. Ms. Olive is being crowned by Principal Mike Landis with the help of Student Body President Kristen Harris. Her flowers will be presented by Mr. Chance Baxter, and her sash and pin will be bestowed by Ms. Hillary Huffer. And now Reed will bestow the traditional homecoming kiss on the Queen. Congratulations to Miss Caitlin Olive for being voted the 2012 Football Homecoming Queen. I now present to you the 2012 Football Homecoming Queen in her court. Congratulations to all these young ladies and gentlemen for this honor bestowed on them by their classmates. Thank you to the class and student body officers, the THS band, and the junior ROTC escort detail, and the parents of the court for their help with the homecoming festivities tonight. The court will pose for a group picture, and then the escorts will seat the court for the football game. Thank you.